In a previous video I dropped on my channel where I talk about the introduction to fundamental analysis, I explained why fundamental analysis is very important for you as a trader and as an investor. You always need to do fundamental analysis, a proper one for that matter, before you can decide to invest or trade a cryptocurrency asset. In as much as investors need much more of fundamental analysis than traders, because traders focus more on price action, technical analysis, risk management, and some other things. Investors need a lot of fundamental analysis because they are definitely putting their money in an asset or in a company, and they need to know a lot at least about the company before they can put their money. That is why it is very important that you understand fundamental analysis and how it works. Also, in that video, link in the description below, I explained that fundamental analysis can be generally divided into three metrics. I mentioned that we have the project metrics, we have the on-chain metrics, and we have the financial metrics. Or let's say we have the financial metrics, as I would like to put it or arrange it. We have the financial metrics, we have the on-chain metrics, and we have the project metrics. In this video, I'll be talking about the financial metric of fundamental analysis. What are the things that you have to look to when it comes to financial aspects of that cryptocurrency company or cryptocurrency asset you want to invest in or you intend to invest in? What are the key things you have to look into, research about, and be sure that they are in order before you try to invest in any cryptocurrency asset? And that is what financial metric is all about. In this video, I am going to talk about 5 different kinds of financial metrics that are very important, that if you want to invest in a cryptocurrency asset, you must look into them before investing at all. So those are, I'm going to mention 5 things, and I'm going to explain all those 5 things in this video. So let's go right into the video. But before we go into the video, if you are a returning subscriber, hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family so that they can benefit from it as you are doing right now. And if you are a new subscriber or a new viewer, or you are just seeing this page for the first time, I talk about cryptocurrency business and lifestyle. So click on the subscribe button so that you get to see my content once I post it. So you are welcome. Many investors and traders look into financial metrics for some reasons, and I'm going to mention these reasons before I go into the 5 financial metrics that I say I'm going to talk about in this video. First reason is that they do this to discover projects with low and high potential risk. Many investors and traders do use financial metrics to determine 3 things in a particular crypto project. The first is that they do financial metrics analysis of a crypto asset to discover projects with high growth potential. Because when you are investing in an asset or a project, what you are looking into is to know a project that has the potential of growing to a very reasonable stage, whereby you, at least after the growth, make a lot of money for yourself. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of crypto investors want to do a proper financial metric of a crypto asset before ever trying to invest in the asset. So they need to do this so that they will be able to discover projects with high growth potential. That is the first one. And the second one is that they need to do this to identify projects with strong network effect, because in crypto, or let me say in investing generally, network effect is very important. You have to know what kind of network the project you are trying to put your money into has been doing, because the network is automatically going to reflect in the growth of that asset or of that company. So whether it's crypto, stocks, or whatever you are investing in. But I'm saying this specifically for crypto because it is in this crypto that you are going to implement the points I will be mentioning, the 5 kind of financial metrics I'm going to be mentioning in this video. Then the third reason why investors like to do financial metrics of any cryptocurrency asset or coin is to avoid bias whenever they are making their investing decision. Because the moment you make an investment decision because of bias, or you feel I just love the project, or a particular person is promoting the project and I love that person, then you are not doing the right thing. So you have to do the financial metric and see, like, okay, these are the numbers. Is this number worth like putting my money in? Is this project worth putting my money in with like the kind of numbers I'm seeing? So when you see the numbers, which financial metric is all about, you'll be able to determine whether that particular project is something that is worth putting your money in. So those are the three things like investors always have to do, or that is why investors like try to do this kind of financial metric before ever like try to invest in a company. So now let's talk about all those financial metrics. The first one is market capitalization, or otherwise called market cap. The market capitalization of a coin is the total value of a cryptocurrency project. Like, market cap measures the total value of that crypto asset. And how is this calculated? It's calculated by taking the current price of the asset and you multiply it by the current circulating supply. Let's look at Bitcoin, for example. The current price of Bitcoin today is around $20,400 per one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin today is like $20,400, and circulating supply of Bitcoin is around 90 million Bitcoin currently. So how do you get the market cap of Bitcoin? You multiply 19,000 with 22,400 or so that the Bitcoin is currently on as its price today, and get the market capitalization of Bitcoin. That is how market cap is calculated. Market cap is equal to current price of that asset times multiplied by current circulating supply. If the circulating supply of that asset is 2 and the current price is 4, the market cap will be 4 multiplied by 2, which is 8. That is how you calculate the market capitalization of a particular cryptocurrency asset. Market capitalization is the most popular financial metric among traders and investors in the crypto market, because it shows how much money people are putting in the market. You know, like, from the price multiplied by the current supply, you get to know the kind of money in that market. Let's say, for example, like last year, the crypto market hit $2 trillion market cap. So it shows that as at that time, we had more than $2 trillion in the crypto market. So when you look at the supply or the market cap of a particular asset, you are looking at the whole amount of money in that particular project. That is why market cap is the most important financial metric that traders and investors look into whenever they want to make a decision about a particular crypto asset before like they try to invest in it. So there's an important caveat to consider when looking at the coin's market cap. You always need to check the volume in the asset, because when you're looking at the market cap, it happens that sometimes when, like, you know, Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin has been in existence since 2008. Some of this Bitcoin that we have in circulation, some of them might not actually be in circulation. Some, like a little, because there are some wallets that are dormant, like people do not use. Maybe the owners have died or they have lost their private keys and stuff like that. That is why it is also important to look at volume, to which I'm going to mention also in this video. But then, when you're talking about financial metrics of a crypto asset, when we are doing fundamental analysis, you have to know that market cap is the first and it is the most important. The second financial metric you have to look into when we are doing fundamental analysis of the crypto asset is the volume in the past 24 hours. And that is why even when you are doing technical analysis, you have the volume indicator on your trading view or TapTrader or whatever charting application or software you use. Volume in the past 24 hours is very, very important. And when you look at the volume of an asset in the past 24 hours, it gives you like a clue of how easy it is to buy that particular asset. When you look at the 24-hour volume and you see the volume is high, that means it is very much easy for people to have access to that particular crypto asset. And that is, having access to an asset is one of the determinants that shows its growth over time, and that may influence the growth of that asset over time. So 24 hours volume is the second financial metric that, as an investor or even a trader, you need to look into when you are trading or investing in a particular asset in the crypto market. The next financial metric you need to look into when we are doing fundamental analysis is the supply of that crypto asset. The supply is the number of coins that are in circulating supply, like the number of coins that are in circulation in that particular project. Maybe you are looking into Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum. You have to look at the number of coins in circulation at that particular point. That is what supply is all about. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoin, but out of the 21 million Bitcoin, we have already like 19 million Bitcoin in current supply. Even though when you look at supply, it is not always accurate because some of these coins might be lost, some of them might be forgotten and stuff like that. But then checking supply of a coin is very important because it helps you make sure that the price is not being influenced. Like the worth of that particular asset at that moment is not being influenced by price bias. It lets you know that indeed and in reality, some people are buying that particular asset. Some whales are actually having or holding that particular asset. So when a coin or an asset has a large supply, it means that the coin has a lot of long-term holders, which always influence the price of the growth of the price of that particular asset. And you know, when holders, like big holders, which we call the whales, like remove their money from an asset, you know what will happen? That particular asset is definitely going to have a long-term decline in price. So supply of a coin helps you like understand or determine whether that particular asset is being held or is being held to, I don't know how if that English is very correct or is correct rather, but it helps you determine whether a lot of whales are holding that asset or it's just a case of like people buying and selling always like the traders do. So that is what supply has to offer when it comes to financial metrics when doing a fundamental analysis of a particular asset. Now let's talk about maximum supply. Maximum supply is the total amount that will ever be in circulation when it comes to an asset. Each crypto asset has maximum supply. Maximum supply is very important in the sense that it helps you understand the kind of like scarcity that's going to like get into that particular asset or in the market of that particular asset in the nearest future. For example, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million coins. As of today that I speak, this is 2022 November, as I speak right now, at more than 19 million out of 21 million maximum supply is already in circulation. That means you have a maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoins. I'm talking about the Bitcoin market now. And you have a circulating supply of 19 million. So now, the remaining part of Bitcoin that is not in circulation is less than 2 Bitcoin. And you know one thing in economics generally, if you're talking about an asset, if there is scarcity of an asset, because it's going to get to a point where you won't like, it will be very difficult to see Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin, because people that have Bitcoin will want to hold on to it because it is no more in supply. Like the maximum supply is exhausted, but there will be a circulating supply. The people that have that part of the circulating supply will hold on to it, and that will cause Bitcoin to skyrocket in price. So understanding the maximum supply of a crypto asset is very important in determining whether the coin will perform in a long-term basis or it will not perform, because when the supply is too high such that even if you have to wait for 50 years, you still have like enough money to buy that asset, then it's definitely not an asset you should be investing in. So let's look at the maximum supply of some of the coins in the crypto market. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoin, while Cardano has a maximum supply of 45 billion coin of Cardano, and Solana, one of my top picks, has its maximum supply of 272.6 million. Look at the price of these three coins and like try to implement what I just mentioned about scarcity of an asset and the asset skyrocketing in price due to scarcity. Try to apply it to this coin. Look at the current price. Look at how the coins have been performing over the past 3 years, and apply that. You will understand better. The fifth of the financial metrics like that you would like to look into before you invest in an asset is the price. The price of an asset is not the most important, but it is also important because no matter what happens, when the price skyrockets, it is the price that is skyrocketing, and it is the and it affects the value you invest in or you want to invest in. So price is one of the things that a lot of fundamental analysis look into when it comes to investing in crypto assets. So that is why it is important for you also to look at the price whenever you are investing in a crypto asset. Though price is not the only thing you look into, and not the best thing to look into. The best things that you have to look into are the ones that I mentioned earlier, but also make sure you look into the price of the crypto asset before ever trying to invest in it, because it also matters in some aspects. If you want to know how to get all this data, because you don't necessarily have to go into the market and start looking for all those financial metrics yourself. You don't always have to go hold the calculator and start calculating the market cap of Bitcoin always. We have some platforms that help you do this. But before I get into that, before I talk about those platforms, if you are new to this channel, if you are just seeing my video for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that a lot of people get to see this channel, a lot of people get to see this content, and it gets a lot of people through that. And hit the like button and the notification bell so that you get to see my videos immediately I post them. So now, getting back to what I was talking about, if you want to see all those financial metrics, if you want to access them, you need to know them. You don't have to go deep into research or into the market and start looking for supply and stuff like that. There are platforms that can help you, and on top of the list, when it comes to platforms that can help you get all this financial information that I have talked about when it comes to financial metrics, is the CoinMarketCap. Now just go to www.coinmarketcap.com. If you want to use it on the phone, you can get their application on Play Store or an App Store. So those are the things you need to know about financial metrics if you want to invest in a coin. If you got value from this video, again, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.